Right, now we're on to filling in known values into equations that we're given. Known values because they tell you what the actual value of a letter is and you have to work out a total. Here's the beginning of the help sheet. It says type 1 questions. These come up quite often. Filling in known values, or substituting some people call it. This is a bit like going shopping. It's almost like they tell you the price of a banana and they tell you the price of an apple and you have to work out your total amount spent. So in this example on the left here, you're told that an apple costs 3 and a banana costs 2. Here are your prices. You're told that you have to buy 16A and 10B. So that's 16 apples and 10 bananas. So let's work on the apples on the left first. So 16 apples would be 16 times 3, which is 48. 10 bananas would be 10 times 2, which is 20. It's a good idea to lay it out like this in little stages so you don't make mistakes along the way by trying to retain all of the numbers in your head. The total of the apples and bananas cost would actually be 68 when you add them together. Let's use the same prices over here. So 20A and 15B means 20 apples and 15 bananas. 20 times A would be 20 times 3. 15 times B would be 15 times 2. 20 times 3 would give you 60. 15 times 2 would give you 30. So our total spend would be 90. Sometimes you get a subtraction sign in the sum. So for this one here, we're given C and D and their values. This is the equation that we need to substitute them into, but there's a minus sign. So 10D would be 10 times 4. Let's put that in brackets, and that makes 40. Then we've got our subtract sign. 5C means 5 times 2, which of course is 10. So when we work out the value of that all together, we get 30. Here's another example. C is 2, D is 4. What would 10C take 2D be? Well, 10 times C would be 10 times 2, which is 20. 2D would be 2 times 4, which is 8. So to work out the answer, we do the simple subtraction sum to give us a total of 12. Now sometimes you get squaring in equations where you get the little 2 up above as a little index number. So for this, let's see, E is 3 and F is 4. You're told those facts at the beginning and you have to substitute them in. So E squared would be E times E, remember? So that means 3 times 3. Let's put it in brackets. F squared would be 4 times 4. And then we add them together. Remember, the brackets mean you've got to do the squaring before you add them together. So this is 9, this is 16. Add them together and you will get 25. Another example here, G is 2, H is 5. G squared would be 2 times 2. H squared would be 5 times 5. And then you add them. So 2 times 2 is 4, 5 times 5 is 25, the total would be 29. Sometimes you get a very bizarre one to work out, like 5e squared, and you think, oh my goodness me, do I do the squaring first, or do I do the timesing of the 5 by the e? Well, the rule is you always do the squaring first. So if you have to work out 5e squared and you're told that e is 3, the first thing you do is e squared. 3 times 3 would give you 9. To get 5e squared, you've got to times that number by 5. So 5 lots of e squared, well we know e squared is 9, so it's 5 times 9, and that would make 45. So remember, always do the squaring first. Last example, you're told f is 4, you have to work out what's 2f squared. First port of call is to work out f squared. 4 times 4 is 16. 2f squared would be that amount times 2, which would give you 32. Boy, they are complicated.